Hello everyone, this is part 5 of What If Naruto Figured It All Out, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. 2 months passed since Mirai went back to Naruto's house. Everything appeared to be normal. Temari came from the sand to visit Konoha, more precisely, she came to visit Shikamaru. Hello, Temari. You came to the leaf, Shikamaru said, hugging Temari. The girl put her hands on Shikamaru's face. You know, I missed the green, Temari said and was about to kiss Shikamaru, but they felt something wet on them. Someone threw water to them. Who's responsible for this? Shikamaru looked back, but saw none. They won't escape me. Temari took out her van and made one of her attacks. 2 black ravens appeared and flew away. Ravens. That kind of bird is not usual here, Shikamaru said. The ravens landed in the Hokage monument. The ravens turned to 2 blonde and blue-eyed boys. Their blonde looked a lot like Naruto's, just like the blue eyes and their tone of skin. Those stupids consider themselves ninjas, one of them said. They were really stupid, the other said. Both of them were dressing clothes very different from the ones of all the other villages. I wonder if this monument is important. You wouldn't be so mean. Okay, let's ruin more things and then search for Sensei. The 2 disappeared. Shizune entered in the Hokage's room where Tsunade and Jiraiya were. She appeared to be tired and full of painting. Tsunade looked to her. What's wrong? Tsunade asked. Naruto and a cage bunchen of his have been destroying everything in Konoha, Shizune said. Asuma and Kurenai entered with the 2 blonde boys from before. The Junins were full of paint and their smell was awful. Tsunade put her hand on the nose. Naruto, why are you destroying everything? I thought you already had passed your miss of acknowledgement phase, Tsunade said. The 2 boys looked to each other. Have you looked to her B? One of them said. Tsunade blushed. Yeah. They're really big, the other said. Stop with it, Tsunade screamed. Naruto, you'll be. Naruto again, one of the boys said. Who's that head? Naruto, stop with the silly games, Kurenai said. We know it is you. You leafs are all a bunch of stupids, the boy said and kicked Asuma. Asuma fell on the ground with his nose B. How did he do that? Asuma said. I didn't see him moving. That's why you leafs are dumb. You cannot even see that to attack we don't need to move, the one who kicked Asuma said. The other becomes transparent like a ghost and escapes from Kurenai's arms. Tsunade looked to them and noticed the pattern on the back of their back. That's the same kind of pattern that Mirai had when she came here, so this ninja from the hidden moon. Why are you in Konoha? Tsunade asked. They looked to the Hokage. We came here to show you guys how stupid you are. One of the boys appeared right behind Tsunade and Jiraiya. The boy put his hand on Tsunade's A. The Hokage blushed. How dare you? The Hokage turned back and punched the boy. He flew through the window, breaking the glass and was now on a free fall to the ground. The other made hand seals. Jiraiya looked to him and ran to catch the boy. Tsubasa no Jutsu. Black feathered wings appeared on the back of the boy and he flew near the other, catching him. Tsubasa no Jutsu, Jiraiya said. That's the jutsu Mirai taught Naruto. They are. Tsunade turned to Kurenai, Asuma and Shizune. I want you to catch them immediately. Call all the ninjas and send them after those 2. Tsunade ordered. Minutes later, all the leaf was after the 2 boys. Kiba and Neji were the first to catch the boys. You think you can come to Konoha and insult its shinobis? You'll pay for this offense, Neji said. Hey brother, that has white eyes, one said. Neji felt insulted. These are Byakugan. They're proof I belong to the most ancient clan on Konoha, Neji said. The blonde boys didn't think that was cool. Hey brother, have you noticed that they are 2? The brother who was sat on a roof said. The other smiled to him and jumped near his sibling. The 2 started making seals exactly at the same time. Kiba and Neji looked to them. What are they doing? Kiba said, looking to Neji. Their chakra is moving exactly the same way. It's extraordinary for 2 different individuals to do this, Neji said. The boys stopped making seals. Here it goes, the 2 said at the same time. Loki's evil twins no jutsu. Nothing happens. Kiba started laughing. And you are insulting the leaves. That's ridiculous. You've made nothing. Kiba said. Made nothing. We shall see about that, the two said at the same time and jumped completely synchronized to Neji and Kiba. You made your last trick. Neji said. Gentle, what? Neji couldn't move. Kiba and Neji are hit on the face by the brothers. The leaves fell on the ground and they couldn't move. That's why you are stupid. The boys said. Neji wanted to look to them, but he wasn't able to move. This is Loki's evil twins. Why do you think it is called twins? When used, you need to move just like your twin and synchronize your chakra, otherwise, you'll be unable to move. Neji couldn't move. I never saw such kind of jutsu. It's impossible for me and Kiba to completely synchronize our chakra. Damn, the brothers laugh. Kakashi was on home, sat on the window with one hand holding his book and the other on Chi's bed, caressing her belly. Naruto was taking bath. Mirai entered on the room and looked to Kakashi. The Junin got out of the window and walked near Mirai, caressing her hair. Mirai, I wanted to speak with you, Kakashi said. Mirai looked to him. We are going so well together. Chi is fine and Naruto is already used to the idea of having me leaving here. Mirai, Kakashi blushed a lot. Mirai looked to him. Do you want to marry me? Mirai blushed a lot and looked down with a sad face. Kakashi noticed that. What's wrong? Kakashi? Mirai looked to Chi and then to Kakashi. I can only marry you after telling you something and see your reaction. Kakashi found that strange. Someone knocked on the door. Naruto, who was getting out of the bathroom, got the door. Sakura was breathless. Sakura-chan. What's wrong? Naruto asked. Kakashi looked to her. Two ninjas from other village are kicking the of ours. Kiba and the Jedi Master are fighting them now. They are using a jutsu that only two identical persons can use, Sakura said. Mirai heard her. Two ninjas from other village. A jutsu that only two identical persons can use. Mirai said. Kakashi looked to her. Naruto. Naruto looked to his mother. Come with me. It's time for a family reunion. Kiba and Neji continued to be humiliated by the two blonde boys. I'm tired of this, Kiba said. Akamaru. Kick there. A huge dog appeared and was going to bit the two brothers. A dog? That puppy can do nothing against ours. The siblings said. They bite their thumbnails and make hand seals. Kuchio's no jutsu. Two big white wolves appeared. Both had snow glasses and were wearing winter clothes. Go get him. The wolves jumped over Akamaru. Akamaru. Kiba screamed. Take this your s. Temari moved her van and hit the twins. The two fell on the ground exactly in the same position. What? Both said. Temari Victory smiled. None human can approach us without being synchronized with another person. And she is. Shikamaru appeared. My Kijmain no jutsu allows me to control the moves from the person my shadow is attached to, such as its chakra. So, both I and Temari are synchronized. Shikamaru and Temari took kunais from their pockets. Prepare to pay for destroying our precious moment alone. You can be synchronized, but you still have to fight us. The boy said. Navi, Vani, kick those pigeons eh? The wolves left Akamaru and were about to jump over the two. You have no escape. Navi and Vani are twin wolves from the Ornulu's wolves pack. Their moves are also synchronized. This sucks. Those wolves are huge. There's no way I can L them with kunais. Shikamaru said. Two big paws appeared and kicked the wolves. Everybody was caught by surprise. A huge white wolf was looking to the twin wolves. The big wolf had the same kind of clothing as the others. The blonde twins recognized the wolf. Ornulu, the king of wolves, the twins said. Ornulu lowers his head showing Mirai on it. The twins blushed a lot. You never learn, do you? Mirai said. Release the jutsu. The twins made a hand seal. Kiba and Neji were able to move. Kiba ran to Akamaru. You know them? Kakashi asked. Mirai smiled to the boys. They are my cousins, Kyo and Bio. Mirai said. The twins blushed. Why are you in Konoha? And most important, why are you annoying the Leafs? Annoying the others is cool. Kyo said. Yeah. Bio said. Hey mom, sorry for, ha 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 ha. Naruto, Kyo and Bio pointed to each other. It's impossible. Naruto said. They're exactly like me, except with a different haircut. How can this be? Ah, we have another twin. Kyo and Bio said. No. Mirai interrupted. Naruto is a ninja from the Leaf. He is just identical to you. No way. The three said. Mirai went to the Hokage's house, apologizing for her cousin's mistakes and then took them to eat something on Naruto's house. Naruto couldn't believe he had two persons that looked just like him. You haven't told me yet, why are you in the leaf? Mirai asked. The twins looked to her and then to Kakashi. Who's that guy? Kyo asked. That's Kakashi, my boyfriend, Mirai said, while Kakashi was hugging her. The twins' face became sinister. How can you date someone so ugly? Bio said. Mirai sent him an angry look. Yeah, why does he hide his face? He must be really ugly. Kyo said. Kakashi tried not to kick them. Kakashi is very pretty and I love him. Mirai said. Really, I preferred the other. Kyo said. Kakashi looked to her. Which other? Kakashi asked. The boy I date when I had 14. It was the only one before you. Mirai said. Kakashi looked to her, noticing she became a little nervous. Now tell me, why are you in Konoha? Grandpa needs your help. Bio said. Mirai looked to him. Some guys are coming to the moon and Grandpa wants you to be there in case if something goes wrong. Mirai looked down. You may understand. You're a very powerful ninja, Kyo said. Mirai looked to Kakashi. I need to go, Mirai said. Kakashi put his hand on her face. I'll go with you, Kakashi said. Mirai closed her eyes. No, the hidden moon has no alliance with other villages, you cannot come. You saw what my cousins can do, even being you a powerful ninja, Kakashi, I'm not sure if the moon would approve it. You're saying I cannot go. Naruto looked to her. But Naruto, it's better for you two to stay here. I'll take Chi with me. She needs my milk, Mirai said. Kakashi and Naruto felt bad. I'll try to arrange an agreement, come to the moon 2 weeks after today. I'll see if I can meet you in the frontier. Mirai went to her bedroom to pack. Kakashi was helping her while Naruto and the twins were amusing Chi. Kakashi looked to Mirai. How exactly is your grandpa important in the moon? Kakashi asked. Mirai said nothing. Taking Chi is a little too risky, don't you think? Chi is going to need me and I need her, besides, in the moon she'll be protected. Mirai finished packing. She was ready to leave. I've already spoke with Hokage-sama, don't worry. If I don't come back within 2 weeks, you can go to the moon after me. Mirai K Kakashi's and Naruto's face. I'll be fine. See you, branch twin. Bio said. Naruto became mad. I'm not your twin. And I don't belong to the branch. I'll be the next Hokage. Mirai and her cousins left the village and got their way to the ocean to reach the hidden moon village. While jumping through the trees, Mirai looked to them. I know you're hiding me something. Grandpa can handle everything on his own. Who are those guys? Mirai asked. Akatsuki. Bio said. Mirai looked to them. Akatsuki. What the? Mirai was surprised. Then I made a good decision telling Naruto and Kakashi to stay in Konoha. After traveling a lot, Mirai and her cousins reached the ocean and then caught a boat to an island near the coast. There was the hidden moon village. Every house appeared to be rich and seemed that money was not a problem there. Every flower was blooming life, every kid was smiling happiness. Well, it was a paradise. Mirai and her cousins stopped near a huge house near the sea. The house looked more like a palace. Well, Mirai Minamoto, it is time to go back to your ancient life. Mirai and the cousins entered in the big house. The Akatsuki was on a big room full of the portraits from the Tsukikage. Deodara and Hidden were looking to them. Have you noticed that the guys on the paintings are, in almost all of them, blonde? This is a proof that blonde people rocks. Deodara said, putting his hand on his hair. Hidden thought he was being a big mouth. It's strange to come back to this room after a year. Kisum said. I wonder if they still have the cool soap on the hotel. It was a very expensive hotel, we should choose another. Kakazu said. The hotel is a choice of the owl. You have to respect it, wanted or not. A blue-haired Akatsuki said. Forget it, the owl said. I hope this time you don't embarrass me like last year. It was pathetic. The owl appeared to be angry remembering the shame he passed. It was Deodara's fault, Zetsu said. No it wasn't. Deodara said. If Kakazu didn't start with the bets, I would never do that. It doesn't matter who started. I don't want you to do it again. The owl said. The Akatsuki members blushed a little. Now sit and stay quiet. I'll do the talking. The doors opened and a person dressed with the cage clothes entered. A white veil was covering its face. Instead of the red color that paints the Hokage's uniform, the Tsukikage had silver color. The Akatsuki members bowed down to the Tsukikage while it was sitting on its comfy chair. The Akatsuki members quickly looked to the Tsukikage, rising up as if they were anxious. The owl smiled. It's good to see you again, Tsukikage. I'm happy for you to come and meet us. The owl said. The Tsukikage took out its veil showing its big red hair tied on a big ponytail and green eyes. Oh, she has a baby. Deodara screamed, pointing frenetically to the Tsukikage. The owl blushed, trying not to lose his cool. I cannot believe it, Hiden said. Who was the monster who touched our precious princess? It's disgusting to know that our inspiration muse lost her precious flower of virginity. Kisame said. And I was thinking on marry you and now you have a baby, Kakazu said. I can eat the one you made that to you, Tsukikage-sama. Zetsu said. The Tsukikage looked to all of them, blushing a little. The owl was trying not to explode. The leader looked to them, sending a horrendous look. The Akatsuki members froze and decided to stay shut. I'm sorry for their behavior. Again, I have the information that you were on the hidden leaf and that you fought one of my men. Is that true, Mirai-sama? The owl asked. Mirai looked to him and then to Itachi, who was looking seriously to her. Yes, I was on the leaf and I've been leaving there since I left the moon, but don't worry, I'm still the Tsukikage. Mirai said. The owl smiled to her and then looked to the baby. I also heard that you're dating copy ninja Kakashi. The owl said. Mirai blushed a little. And that you were attacked by Orochimaru and Sasuke 2 months ago. Isn't it? Ah. Mirai didn't know what to say. The owl put his hands on her desk and looked her in the eyes. If you join Akatsuki, you have nothing to fear. Orochimaru and his new boyfriend wouldn't be a problem. The leaves cannot protect you as we can. The owl said. Mirai looked aside. Sasori is S. We have a free place for you. Join us. Mirai closed her eyes and Naruto's face appeared on her mind. I cannot. Because of Uzumaki Naruto. The owl asked. Mirai opened her eyes and tears fell. You care too much about him. If you join us you can save Naruto. If you extract Kyuubi from Naruto, he will S. Mirai said. The owl smiled. Yes, but if you become an Akatsuki, you can make him live again. The owl said. Mirai looked to the owl. Your place is not in the leaf, it never was and it never will be. The owl turned his back to Mirai. She looked to him, just like the others Akatsuki. You miss the boy you loved when you were young, don't you? Mirai blushed a lot. How could he know that? The owl turned again to her. You may be dating Kakashi, but you only see him as a companion. Kakashi makes you feel secure and protected. You like to be with Kakashi because he is a fine company and loves you a lot, but you don't love him like you love the other. You're the Tsukikage, you are the one who can decide if ninjas from another village can enter the hidden moon. You could bring Kakashi with you, but why didn't you? The owl continued looking to Mirai as if he was reading her mind. The Akatsuki were looking to them. You foresaw that we were coming, so you decided to let him and Naruto on the leaf. You foresaw he was coming back, that's why. I hate when you do that. Mirai said. The owl smiled. I'm sure you care a lot about Kakashi. You seem to really love Kakashi because he's the kind of man you always wanted to date, but you love the other passionately and deeper, because he is like you. The owl said. Mirai took a kunai out of her pocket. The blue-haired Akatsuki was about to defend his leader, but Mirai threw the kunai to one of the portraits, the one before hers. Another kunai stopped the portrait from being hit. Mirai looked to the AL, seeing his arm raised. That portrait is good like it is. The owl said. You are the 29th Tsukikage. Forget your life on the leaf and join Akatsuki. I've already said. You can be with the boy you really love if you join us. The owl said. Mirai lowered her look. Think of it. We'll be in town for 2 more weeks. The owl bowed down and left, with the others Akatsuki following him, before sending Mirai AK. When they all left, Mirai leaned on her chair. Why are you always like this? Mirai said and looked to the photos she had on her table. In the right side was a photo of her with 6 years old with a man with red-brown hair and green eyes dressed as Tsukikage, 2 blonde girls that looked a lot like her and one of them was pregnant, a tall white-haired man about 40 years old and a blonde blue-eyes man who looked a lot like the red-hair man. On another picture was Mirai with teen years with her cousins and an old man dressed as Tsukikage. In a third picture, Mirai was 14 and was dressing the Ornulu's uniform. At her side was a black-haired boy about her age dressed as an Anbu. On the left side, Mirai had a photo of her when she became Tsukikage, along with her cousins and the old man from before. Then, a photo with each member of Akatsuki. Mirai took out 2 more photos and put them with the others. In one, she was hugging Naruto while he was eating ramen. In the second one, she was with Kakashi, Naruto and Chi. Mirai smiled to the last photo. I'm so happy with them. But, tears fell on the table. I'm so sorry, Kakashi. I tried to love you, but, I cannot feel what I felt with him. Mirai looked to the picture of the Anbu boy. Oh, Kakashi. Mirai opened one of the drawers and took out an Anbu mask. I'm still too attached to that boy. Outside, the Akatsuki was going to the hotel. Zetsu looked to the leader. Do you think she will change her mind? Zetsu asked. She will. Why would she come here if it wasn't for that? The owl. She needs us and she is the main piece of our plan. I don't think that she cares a lot about a boy she loved 7 years ago. Deodara said. How are we going to convince her with that? We don't need. He will convince her, without even noticing. That's why we have now a cage bunshin within us and not the original. The owl said. All the members looked to each others. A cage bunshin? Itachi asked. The owl smiled. So Mirai, what are you going to do? The owl thought. Mirai put Chi on her cradle and continued looking to the Anbu mask. I gave my Ornulu's mask to you and you gave me yours. Mirai said, smiling. I'll never forgot your. To think our first time was on a broom closet. That broom closet was really small and nasty, a male voice said. Mirai recognized it, blushing a lot. The man dropped something on the table. Mirai saw her Ornulu's mask. But none would be able to find us there. Mirai's eyes were shining. She slowly looked up and saw the face of the man she loved. The man smiled to her, blushing a little. Both looked to each other for a while. It's nice to see you again, Mirai. The man said. I missed you. X. Mirai looked to him, blushing more with those words. The man got near to her, walking around the desk. Mirai got up and the man put his hand on her face. I've also missed you, Itachi, Mirai said. Itachi and Mirai hugged. When I went to catch Naruto and I saw you protecting him, my heart got stuck on my tea. Itachi said. You fought well, but I won, as always. You're so full of yourself, as always. Mirai said. Itachi put his hand on her hair. I'm happy you were able to escape Orochimaru and my brother. Itachi said and noticed Chi. Is she your daughter? Mirai looked to Chi. Yes, my little Hataki Chi. Mirai said. Itachi became jealous. So, you really are dating Kakashi? Itachi said looking to Chi. Does he make you feel like I made you feel? Mirai looked to Chi. Well, Kakashi is not an S-class missing nin wanted even in hell. Mirai said. Kakashi is very kind with me and he's always seeing if I'm happy and searches everything to make me feel fine. He is a good man. He deserves someone who really loves him, not me. She is very pretty. Itachi said, caressing the baby. Why is she bald? She was born 3 months before the end of the pregnancy. Mirai said. But she survived. She makes me remember someone, but I cannot see who. Itachi said and then looked to Mirai. It's a pity. I would like to. Itachi put his hand on Mirai's face. Mirai blushed a lot. Give you a family and all the things Kakashi is offering you and even more. Itachi hugged Mirai. I love you. I love you too, Itachi, Mirai said, leaning her head on his shoulder while Itachi was caressing her hair tenderly. Both looked through the window seeing the sea, while the moon was appearing on the horizon, the same moon that saw their first met. 7 years ago, in the Hidden Moon Village's beach, a young girl about 14 years with red hair and green eyes was looking to the moon. She was dressing the Ornulu's female uniform, a big dark purple coat with big black boats and gloves with golden S on the edges. Under the coat she had a white skirt. She was Mirai. What am I doing here? Mirai said. She hid her face between her knees. I don't want to go home. Grandpa would send me into another mission. I hate K people. The smell of the sea entered on her nose. Mirai smiled a little. Unless, in this moment, I can have peace, she said. Suddenly, she heard a noise from the nearby pine forest. Mirai stayed quietly, taking a kunai slowly under her skirt. The noise was coming closer. Mirai quickly looked aside and saw a boy, about her age, very tired and falling on the ground. Mirai continued looking to him until she realized he fainted. Oh God! Mirai ran to the boy, taking his face out of the sand. The boy was wearing the Hidden Leaf's forehead protector. Hidden Leaf, Mirai said, cleaning the sand from his sweated face. The boy had black hair tied on a ponytail and was wearing an Anbu uniform. Are you okay? Say something. The boy continued unconscious. Mirai took his forehead protector and put her hand on his forehead. You're burning with fever. Mirai put the boy on her back. It's better to take him home. I just hope that Grandpa doesn't wake. Mirai ran home. She entered on her bedroom by the window. Her bedroom was very big and full of ninja tools, scrolls and sweet toys and girls' stuff. She put the boy on her bed. He continued unconscious. She took out his waistcoat, his gloves, boots and belts and covered him with blankets. He appears to be exhausted. I should get him a wet towel to lower his fever. Mirai went to the bathroom and got back with a towel, putting it on the boy's forehead. I hope this helps. She stayed looking to him. Why is a leaf shinobi on the moon? Mirai said and looked to the waistcoat of the boy, seeing his name on the label. Uchiha Itachi. Mirai looked to him. Well, Itachi-kun, I guess you need to rest a little. Mirai stayed awakened, looking to Itachi to see if he improves. In the morning, Itachi continued sleeping. Mirai was changing the towel. Two blonde boys about 8 years old opened the door and watched her. The two silently entered and looked to the boy. He is not from here. Young Kyo said. Yeah, he doesn't have blonde or red hair. Young Bio said. Mirai looked to them. So, aren't you supposed to go to the academy? Mirai asked. Academy sucks. They are all a bunch of stupids. Bio said. Yeah, I can already make Bunshin no Jutsu and Henge no Jutsu. Kyo said. Mirai smiled to them. When are you going to teach us one of your cool Eustace? I'm busy now. Shall I now? Why? An old man's voice said. Mirai and her cousins looked back and saw an old man with a big bear and mustache dressed as the Tsukikage. Grandpa, Mirai said. Her grandpa noticed the boy on the bed. Wasn't your mission on the Earth country? Why do you have a boy from the leaf on your bed? The Tsukikage asked. Mirai looked to him and then to Itachi. I found him yesterday on the beach. He was unconscious and with a high fever. I brought him home to heal him. Mirai said. The Tsukikage didn't appear to be happy. And when he gets better, what? Aren't you supposing he is going to thank you and leave peacefully? The Tsukikage said. Mirai looked to him with angry eyes. He is a ninja from other village, he must s. As the Tsukikage, I'm ordering you to do it. You cannot judge him just because he is from other village. Mirai said. You shouldn't judge people by what you believe that they are. I said, K him. The Tsukikage screamed. I won't. I'm not your puppet. If you don't do that, I'll do it. The Tsukikage started making seals. Norn scissors no jutsu. A huge chakra-made scissors appeared pointing to Itachi's N. Mirai looked back, making seals. Heimdall wall no jutsu. A chakra-made shield covered Itachi, avoiding the scissors to K him. The Tsukikage looked angry to Mirai. You know I'm stronger than you, Grandpa. I can foresee your attacks. I'll protect this boy, till I know how he really is. You're so stubborn as your father. The Tsukikage said. Keep your half-s toy. If he K you I don't care. Just remember, you're a skuld. My mission is to protect you. The Tsukikage left, pulling the twins' ears. Mirai looked to him and then to Itachi. I hate when he judges people like that. Mirai said, caressing Itachi's face. I'll just wait, till you wake up. The days were passing by and Itachi continued sleeping. Mirai was taking missions, but returned as soon as she could to take care of Itachi. His fever disappeared. Mirai said. Blush is also getting back to his face. He must be waking anytime. Mirai looked to herself. I need to have a bath. The girl went to the bathroom and took a bath, singing a lot. Itachi moved a little and opened his eyes slowly. Where am I? Itachi looked around. This doesn't appear to be in the leaf. Itachi heard Mirai's voice. He slowly moved his head and saw Mirai all wet with just a towel around her. Itachi only realized she was a girl when she took out the towel. The boy blushed a lot. An girl, Itachi thought. Mirai dressed her underwear and then a very beautiful white night dress. The girl continued singing without noticing that Itachi was looking to her. Mirai sat on a bench in front of a mirror and started to brush her hair. Itachi was looking to her. Who is she? Itachi thought. Mirai looked to the mirror and saw that Itachi was already awake. Mirai turned back and looked to him. Itachi blushed even more. Did she notice I was looking to her? Mirai smiled and ran to Itachi. Are you feeling better? Mirai asked. Itachi looked to her. I guess so, Itachi said. She smiled. Do you need anything? I can get you some food. Mirai said. You were very bad when you reached here. And where is here? You're in the Hidden Moon village. Mirai said. Itachi tried to sit on the bed, but his body was still hurt. Mirai helped him. Itachi looked to her. You appear to be very tired. Don't get up, I'll get you something. Mirai left. Itachi looked to the door and then down. Hidden Moon. I never heard of it. Wait. Hidden Moon, the village that wishes no alliances with the others because of its powers. Could it be? Itachi looked to the window. Why haven't she came yet? I need to run from here quickly. I'm back. Mirai entered with a lot of food and put it on the bed table. Itachi was really hungry, but decided to eat slowly. Mirai watched him eating. Itachi looked to her. Mirai blushed and looked down. I'm happy that you're okay now. When you get better, you can go home. Go home. Itachi found her words strange. You will let me go home freely. Why shouldn't I? You were weak and you needed care. I helped you and now you're okay, so you can leave. I have no home to go, Itachi said. Mirai felt a little bad. Itachi was looking down with a lost look. Sorry, I didn't want to say anything inconvenient. Mirai said. But, if you want, you could stay here for a couple of days. What do you think? Itachi looked to her, and she blushed. You can see the ocean, the ways of our people. I don't want to see anything now. Itachi said. Mirai looked down. I need some time alone. Sorry, I'm always a big mouth. Mirai got up. I'll leave you alone. Itachi looked to her. The door opened and the Tsukikage came in. Mirai, I have more missions for you. You cannot forget that you're the Ornulu's Capitan. The Tsukikage noticed that Itachi was awake. Oh, you have awake? I expect you to leave. Itachi noticed his cage clothes. You are, the cage from the Hidden Moon. I'm asking you to leave. The Tsukikage said. Mirai looked to Itachi and then to her grandpa. My granddaughter took care of you, but she's a sentimental stupid. If it wasn't for her, I would already have KU. Itachi looked to Mirai. You've been protecting me. Why? Itachi asked. Mirai looked to him. I didn't know who you were. I don't like to judge people by their appearances and by what I know of them. I prefer to watch with my own eyes how people really are. Mirai said. Itachi looked to her. She thinks the same way I do. Who is this girl? I decided to see how the person I saved was. Stop this nonsense. I'll K that boy. The Tsukikage jumped over Itachi. Kaiten. Fenrir's fangs no jutsu. The Tsukikage spit out a lot of fire that took the shape of wolf's fangs. Fire is my speciality. Kaiten. Great fireball no jutsu. Itachi said, spiting fire. Hyoten. Skade's fortress no jutsu. Mirai said. Two big walls of ice appeared around Itachi and the Tsukikage. Mirai turned to her grandfather. I don't want you to K him. If he tries something against the moon, you're free to do it, but he is tired and needs some time to be alone. I guess we can give him that. Itachi looked to her. Mirai continued holding the ice barriers. Fine. If he wants, he can stay here. But, like you said, if he does something against the moon, I'll order you to K him. The Tsukikage said and left. Mirai looked to her grandfather and then to Itachi. Sorry, my grandfather does not like outsiders. He lost his two daughters because of ninjas from other village. Mirai said. Itachi looked to her and fell on his knees. Are you okay? Mirai kneeled down near him. You shouldn't push too much of yourself. I can protect you. Itachi looked to her and saw a strike see her shoulder. Mirai fell over Itachi. What happened? Mirai was B. Half an hour later, Mirai woke up on her bed. She sat and looked to the window. Itachi was looking to the sea and the wind was making his hair move. Are you okay? Itachi asked, without looking to Mirai. She blushed a little and looks down. I'm better now. Mirai said. You weren't hit during your grandfather's and mine attack. Why were you B? Itachi asked. Mirai got up and walked near him. I'm sick. Mirai said. Itachi looked to her. I never heard of a sickness like that. Itachi said. I don't know if I can tell you, but it's something that only the girls of my bloodline get. Mirai said. Itachi looked to the sea again. Strange, I thought bloodlines served to make people stronger. Itachi looked to Mirai and his eyes showed Sharingan. And they do. Mirai looked to Itachi and her eyes turned blue. I belong to the lineage of the Skulls. I can anticipate the future. Interesting. Itachi said and looked again to the sea. Mirai looked to him. Would you like to have a walk on the beach? Mirai asked. Itachi said nothing. It's cool at this time of the night. I can show you a lot of good places and, Mirai looked down. Itachi looked to her. If you want to stay on the moon, you can stay here, I mean, if you want to. Mirai's face had the same color of her hair. You can predict the future. I guess you know what I'll answer. Itachi said. I'll stay here, but I want to fight you. Mirai looked to him. If you can predict the future, you must be a very skilled ninja. I want to know how it would look like. If I had a fight with someone who knows my own moves before me, I can become stronger. I understand. But for that you need to walk with me on the beach. Mirai grabbed Itachi's arms. Come on, let's go. I can walk by myself, Itachi said, taking out Mirai's hands of his arms. The two walked near the sea and sat down on the sand. Mirai wanted to speak with Itachi, but he was always cold and looking to the sea with a lost look. Itachi got up. Mirai looked to him. I want to fight you, now. Itachi said. Mirai looked to him. There is no need for such a hurry. What do you mean with that? I want to fight you in this instant. But your will is finer to your body. Mirai said, closing her eyes. Itachi fainted. You are too weak now. Mirai got up and caught Itachi from the sand. When your body gets back to his prime, I'll fight you. The Tsukikage was on the window of his room, watching Mirai and Itachi. That boy came from the fire country. Could he be? The Tsukikage said and looked to the portrait after his. I'm the 27th Tsukikage. My mission is to protect the bloodline of the Skuld. If you didn't leave the moon, you would be doing a better job protecting Mirai. The Tsukikage looked again to Mirai and Itachi. If that boy is the heir of Kurogen, then I need to stop Mirai for seeing him, but I need to get sure. The Kurogen's house was blonde-haired and that boy's black, but had been centuries since then. Itachi slept for a day and woke up seeing Mirai getting ready for a mission. You have awaked, Mirai said. Itachi looked to her. I have a mission on a country on the north. I'll only come back tomorrow. So, the day after tomorrow, we'll have our fight. I'll be waiting, Itachi said. Mirai turned his back to him. Itachi looked down. My name is Mirai, in case you want to know the name of the girl who's going to kick your A. Mirai said. Is that a joke or a prediction? Mirai smiled. My name is Itachi, the one who's going to change his future and defeat you. See you after tomorrow. Mirai left. Itachi looked to her. Itachi passed the 2 days training to defeat Mirai. If I do an attack, Itachi said, throwing a fireball no jutsu to a big wave of the sea. She'll already have a counterattack to block mine, so, before I make a jutsu, I need to know a possible jutsu that could stop it and find one to stop the second. Itachi's fireball destroyed the wave. I need to have quick thoughts. Mirai looked to Itachi and walked near him. Itachi looked to her. Are you ready? Mirai asked. I was born ready, and you? Itachi asked. We're never ready to the future. Follow me, Mirai said and drove Itachi to the pine forest. They were on a glade and around it there were about 30 statues of ninjas. Itachi looked to them. Those are the statues of all the Tsukikage of the hidden moon. Mirai said. This is the glade of the spirits. We're going to fight here. Don't fear to hurt the statues, they are protected by a special spell. Mirai said, taking out some kunais. I'm not afraid of this place. Itachi's eyes turned to Sharingan. She can predict the future when her eyes turn blue. I need to be extra careful. Mirai jumped over Itachi. The boy started to make seals. Kaiten. Flaming Dragon no Jutsu. Itachi said and split out a huge fire dragon. Suten. Kraken no Jutsu. Mirai coughed out a lot of water out of her body making a huge octopus right after Itachi's dragon. The octopus bombed Itachi's dragon. Doten. Earth Collapse no Jutsu. Itachi touched the ground and a big fend appeared. The octopus and the dragon fell over the hole. Itachi saw a shadow over him and saw Mirai with butterfly wings. By the air, Mirai started to make seals. Hyoten. Ul's Spears no Jutsu. Mirai said. The water used to make the octopus went up and turned to ice, which took the shape of spears and fall over Itachi. The boy started making seals. Kaiten. Great Fireball no Jutsu. Itachi melted the ice, but Mirai had already made a counter-back jutsu. The two continued making jutsus, one after another. Itachi got hid behind one of the statues. Her speed is as good as mine. Also, she makes seals too fast. I cannot stop her. Luckily for me, our jutsus don't need so many seals as hers. This girl rocks. I never felt like this on a combat before. Well, I have no other choice. I need to use. Mirai was trying to find Itachi. He wouldn't be fool enough to attack me knowing I can foresee it. He's pretty good. I'm enjoying to be battling someone like him. What is he preparing? Suddenly, Itachi came out of the woods and attacked Mirai with a shuriken's rain. Mirai deflected them with taijutsu, but 3 other Itachi appeared behind her, catching the girl. The real Itachi jumped to her, grabbing her face with his hands. Mirai's blue eyes were looking to him. Mangekyo Sharingan. Itachi said. Mirai opened her eyes. She was on a red and black world and she was tied to thousands of chains. Itachi looked to her and stranged the chains. I'm the strongest of my clan. I can use Sharingan at a level that none before me did. Itachi said, continued looking to those strange chains. I don't remember putting those chains there. 2 persons appeared under the place Mirai was arrested. Mirai opened her skulled eyes and looked ahead. One of the men had blonde spiky hair, blue eyes and was dressing an orange man kimono. The other had red hair, blue eyes and was wearing a big brown mantle covering his body. Who are you? The blonde man showed his right arm and the other the left arm. They had golden armor on it, with chains coming from Mirai's chain prison. The blonde man showed 4 demon wings and flew over Itachi. Itachi wanted to make seals, but the man was faster. No way, Itachi said. Demons. The blonde demon hit Itachi. The boys opened his eyes. They were again on the glade. Mirai looked to Itachi. How had you broken my Mangekyo Sharingan? Itachi asked. Mirai looked to him. You took us to another dimension. My father can do that too. He was able to send people to hell thanks to his tribute to hell no jutsu. He taught me a way to defend against those kinds of jutsus. He said to me that thanks to my lineage, I have always 2 demons and 2 gods protecting me. He taught me a way to use the powers of the gods to make jutsus. It's a very old kind of battling. Mirai said, cleaning the bee from her face. Use the powers of the gods, maybe I can learn how to do that. Itachi said and tried to pull out chakra. Damn, I'm almost out of chakra. Itachi looked to Mirai with his Sharingan. She's out of chakra too. I guess our battle will be decided on our body abilities, once both of us are without chakra. Let's go. I'm pretty good on body skills. Mirai said. Both jumped to each other and started kicking and punching. They were like that for a long time. They were tired, but they were enjoying so much, they just continued battling. What's this feeling? Itachi thought. I never felt nothing like this back on the leaf when I fight with the shinobis from there. Why do I feel this? Why with her? I wanted to be like this forever, forever. Itachi continued defending from Mirai's attack and counter-attacking. Where did this guy come from? He knows the attack he is going to use and tries to foresee my attack, so he can counter-attack. I never battle anyone like him. I don't like to be a ninja, but when I battle him, I wanted it to be forever, forever, Mirai thought and continued battling. They fought for more an hour. Mirai and Itachi were really tired. The sweat was covering all their faces. Both were smiling and willing for more. Itachi jumped over Mirai and she jumped to him, but she fell on the ground. Itachi fell over her. Itachi held himself on his knees with the hands on the ground and saw Mirai under him. Both continued smiling. I guess I won. Itachi said. Mirai blushed a little. Yeah, it looks like you're the man who changed his future. Mirai said. They looked to each other for a while. The silence was broken by the sound of their stomachs willing for food. Do you have any food on home? Itachi asked. Good idea. Mirai said. Itachi was going to get up and moved his knee. Mirai blushed a lot. Itachi felt something on his knee. It was touching Mirai's lower parts. Itachi blushed a lot. Sorry, Itachi said. He wanted to get up, but that meant touching even more Mirai's. The girl was looking to him, very blushed once Itachi was continuing to touch her. Itachi got up quickly. Mirai released a strangled sound. Itachi wanted to hide his face. Here, let me help you. Itachi grabbed her hand and both went to the Tsukikage house. Mirai, Kyo and Bio ran to her. Have you defeated him? Mirai smiled to Itachi. The Tsukikage looked to her. Have you or haven't you? The Tsukikage asked. Mirai looked down. He defeated me, Mirai said. The Tsukikage looked aside. That shows that you're not that strong. You still have too much to learn. The Tsukikage looked to Itachi. I saw the combat. I have one of my ravens there. You fight very well, Itachi-kun. I'm going to let you stay on the moon the time you wanted to. The Tsukikage left. Itachi looked to him and then to Mirai. She smiled to him. Let's eat. Mirai said. I know a very good restaurant. Let's take a bath and then eat something. Mirai ran to her bathroom while Itachi went to the twins. After a good bath, both went to a luxurious restaurant. Itachi couldn't stop looking at Mirai and she couldn't stop looking at him. Promise me something, Itachi asked. Mirai looked to him. Will you fight me like that every day? Mirai didn't know what to say. If we fight like that, I'll be able to increase my speed and my thought. I want to be a true ninja. Please, Mirai. Mirai smiled. I also love to fight you. You put to prove my foreseeing skills. Be ready, for tomorrow I'll win. Mirai said. The two continued the dinner speaking only of the cool jutsus each one used. The Tsukikage was on his room when a male Ornulu arrived. Have you brought what I requested? The Tsukikage said. The Ornulu gave him some sheets of paper. Let's see the data of Uchiha Itachi. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.